Hi, welcome to Aquamarine. This is my first time doing a general reading for the collective. I'm really excited. So happy birthday, Aries. This is an Aries general read. And what we will do is start out with the crystal angels, see what messages we get from there. And then we'll use the Tarot of Dreams to get your surrounding energies and the outcome. And then we'll get a message from Spirit Messages. So let's get started. Spirit, what messages do we have? Crystal angels for Aries. Today is March 22nd. Okay, so we have calcite. It says busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. I think we all know why we're being busy right now, is just trying to keep focused on everything else that's going on. I did get a few downloads prior to starting this reading, and it feels like there are a lot of people that are obviously focusing on the updates, watching TV, watching the news, trying to find out, because it is changing day to day. I think it can be empowering to keep up with that stuff. Just be mindful of the sort of fear that seems to be instilled by watching too much of that. I also got that some people were maybe laid off and dealing with the disappointment of that, which can make things feel really uneasy and not knowing what's going to happen. And then I'm sure this is just a select few, but there's I got this energy of somebody feeling almost like smug because they were so well prepared, or maybe they were able to get more stuff when they went to the store, and so they're being a little boastful about that. But honestly, I think what will end up happening is that you'll be asked to kind of, help out those around you, or your neighborhood, or your community, your families that weren't able to kind of get themselves squared away with all of this lockdown and everything that's going on. It's not that bad where I'm at, but just seeing what's happened little by little across the country, across the world, I kind of feel like it's coming. Let's get one more card from the Crystal Angels, and then we'll get to the reading. So we have Unikite. It says, answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. So again, like speaking about that person, or maybe there's a few of you that have, feel really prepared. And I think that, probably looking like, what can I do next? And I really think that those that are able are going to be called to help in some way. All right, let's see what energies the birthday folks have around them. One more. Bottom of the deck is Empress, And just looking at this particular version of the Empress, I mean, I think that it's just about being prepared and, you know, sharing what you have, if you have it, and still moving on with life the best that we can, right? It's like she's holding a little, like, golden child there, and, you know, this really refers back to Mother Gaia. So, let's see what else we have here. What other cards came out? Okay, so your current energy is the Knight of Coins. So the Knight of Coins is somebody that's taking things very slowly, step by step, kind of streamlining processes, trying to get the most done. Let's see. And really persevering, like, even though they're taking it slow, it's like perseverance and, you know, checking all possibilities. It's kind of what I'm getting here. In your recent past, have the Ace of Swords. And so the Ace of Swords is really about clarity, about truth, understanding. So I think that goes back to what's going on right now, is like really trying to make sure that we're aware of what's going on, what's next, what's gonna, you know, what's gonna happen. All right, in your subconscious, you have the Wheel, and this is about timing, about karmic cycles. So it's something that you're thinking about. I mean, it's funny, it even has the 4 here for April, which is what I always associate with Aries, even though I know some of you are the end of March. What else am I getting here from this card? It's about alignment and let's see. Kind of accepting how things are right now. It's the perfect time, but at the same point, it's like this is the time. There's really nothing you can do to change this. So there is probably a level of acceptance, like, you know, the sign of the times. It's not that you're helpless, but there is, you know, kind of a watch the clock feeling right now, I know. So in your conscious mind, you have the 2 of Wands. Obviously everybody's mind is on the future and you know, all these changes and things that are going on that, I mean, if you look at this card, it's like, kind of feels like neither one of them look like a terrible option, but they're still unknown because you don't know what's behind the door. So I think everybody has the future on their mind, and most especially Aries. So that is your card. In the immediate future, you have 4 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this is coming out for a lot of the signs on other readings, personal readings that I've been doing. And it's just, I mean, we all are at a state of rest. There's not much else that you can do when you're confined to your home. But I think this is a call to really utilize that restful time and be able to you know, have that time to get insight and get into your intuition and you know, get clarity around other situations. What else am I seeing from this card? I think it's like For Aries, I'm feeling like sometimes there's just this level of perfectionism and discipline, and I think that, you know, especially at work, and I'm thinking like, you know, if you're not working, that could be hard because there's not that control and that, you know, where you can initiate yourself and do the things that would ensure perfectionism and sticking to your disciplines, your routines. I think that that's, you know, you're gonna have to take a rest. We all are, so. Let me get one more card for the outcome. It's funny because the readings that I did today, I mean, everything is just so similar, and I think it's just a collective viewpoint. I mean, of feeling helpless or like, you know, just not knowing what's going to happen next. And so we're all kind of on the same wavelength. And I think that we can really use that to our advantage in a sense if we collectively start trying to really think positive about this and see some type of bright side to it. I mean, this is no disrespect to anyone that's directly having this affect their health or any of their family's health, but I think that there's just a broad sense of fear happening, and so, you know, if we can all be praying at the same time or all trying to pump out that positive energy to keep people uplifted, because this can be really scary for especially those that are more in danger of, you know, the adverse effects of this virus. All right, so again, it says Eight of Swords, or this is Eight of Swords, and this is really just about feeling limited, feeling imprisoned, but it is what you make it. I mean, I think you can make the most of it. Like today, I pulled out a board game with the kids, and it's like, when was the last time that I did that, you know? And they were just loving it. I mean, they're homeschooled, so they're much less affected by all of this, but I think that your prison can become your home, but take this time to really bond with your family and work through things. If you have to be productive, if there's no way to kind of you know, get through to people, or those of you that live alone, if there's no way to get through to your family, if they're really upset and you just feel like you can't calm them down, then take the time to be, you know, with yourself. I mean, that's a big deal. A lot of people don't ever get that time to really be with their self. All right, so let's see what the spirit messages have. What messages, Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries? One more. Okay, we have be proud. So it says, be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved, to be proud. That's true. And this kind of goes with what I was downloading in the right before the reading was, you know, someone feeling really proud. Maybe a few were boastful, but I think that most people are really proud, and most Aries, I should say, are proud, and they want to take care of everybody. They want to take care of the family. The other one we got is believe, and that's right there at the heart chakra. So it says the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So believe that this is going to work out and pump that positive energy out, and it'll make you feel better and it'll make those around you feel better. And even if that's all that happens, that's a win. Well, that's all I have. So thank you for being part of my first public reading. And just remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Thanks.